Let's get started in child's pose. We'll take several breaths to disconnect from whatever it is your day entailed thus far, from whatever it is your week has looked like so far. No need to take a recap of the challenges and the opportunities that this year has presented, right? So we're carrying a lot, fully aware of our collective energies and experiences. I want you to take a moment and be fully aware of whatever it is that's happening in your individual life and world. And then from there, fully present to this moment, let's let all that go just for now. And in your child's pose, find stillness in your body. Humility in your posture, bowing to your practice, which is also just taking a moment to bow to yourself. Releasing that pressure of having to do, achieve, or be anything else but who you are right now in this moment. Can you do less and breathe deeper? And early on, I invite you to catch the sound, the feeling, and notice the pace of your breath as you breathe in. And send the breath out. And as we prepare for our 45-minute flow, keep in mind that we will have some opportunities to focus on our body, stepping into an athletic practice, but ultimately this is your moving meditation. So early on, can you remind yourself of the why behind your practice today? Can you take a few more breaths and set your intentions for your practice today? And maybe some days we're lucky enough to notice our intentions. Other days we're lucky enough not to, because maybe your brain needs to calm and you'll come into an intuitive shift of feeling. More of a heart-centered practice might be your jam tonight, whatever it is. Can you take 2 more breaths in through your nose and gently out through your mouth? 1 more, foreign with yourself, breathing into your entire being, and breathing out, relaxing your entire being. Hold your opening shape. Call in your Ujjayi breathing by sealing your lips. And as we progress through our moving meditation, we want to prioritize safety. There's a number of tools we'll use in order to do that. The first, I would say, is the awareness, showing up and being fully present to whatever cues, whatever sensations your body will communicate to you throughout the duration of our practice. Second tool we called in was intention. Stay there. When and if the mind wanders, you just redirect your focus right back to your intention. If no clear intention comes up tonight, you have your third tool, your tool of breath. So just a few minutes into practice, we already have set ourselves up for a successful engagement with ourselves. Taking in those tools and whatever else you might call in, a mantra, a specific goal, a specific body part that might be your focus for your physical practice tonight. Whatever it is, remember you're calling in your whys. And together we'll rise up into tabletop pose. And a little spinal articulation to begin. Inhale, send your belly down, relax your core, soften the abdominals as you pull your heart through the gateway of your chest. And try to keep a micro bend of the elbows. I definitely have a tendency to go beyond straight. I have to remind myself of that. So if you're like me, bend those elbows, a little buoyancy in your joints. And then as you exhale, belly up and in, back of the heart up towards your sky as you widen the scapulas across the landscape of your back. Then we'll dig in just 2 more. Inhale, heart forward, belly relaxed. And as you exhale, belly in, widen those scapulas. Just 1 more time, eyes opened or closed. Inhale, heart forward, belly down. And as you exhale, engage your core, push the earth away from you, send your spine up. Beautiful. Inhale back through center, keeping your shoulders over your wrists, tops of your feet stay heavy. Hold the shape through the inhale. And as you exhale, press the tops of your feet into the floor, lift your kneecaps and your shins. What just turned on? For me, it was my quads and my core. Yeah. Without buckling in the arms, without locking out the joints, without losing that inner peace, we're just going to hold here for another 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Knees go down. 2 more times, knees come up. 1 more, knees down. Exhale, knees up. Some of us are going to keep the toes tucked, or I'm sorry, the toes free. And then here you might come up into a forced arch, down dog. Some of you might know that that's a really big disaster waiting to happen for the ankles, in which case you're going to drop your knees, tuck your toes, and then come up to your down dog. So I'm going to give you lots of opportunities to use this template to shift into whatever you need it to be tonight, right? So anything you need to add to, anything you need to take away. If you were still rolled over on the toes, maybe bend the knees a little bit. From there, let's meet, soles of the feet down. Traditional down dog, legs about hips width, arms about shoulders width, 2 breaths. Navel up and in, tailbone high. Little soft bend of the elbows as you continue to wrap your triceps back, always here in your dog. Let's take 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. Gentle plank flow. Inhale forward to your plank pose, top of a push-up. If you're dropping your knees, that's fine, but please don't drop your knees and poke your tail out, right? There's still a diagonal line of energy happening either from the balls of your feet forward and out, or from your knees up and out. Take 1 more inhale in your version of plank. And as you exhale, down dog. 4 more times, inhale forward. Exhale, down dog. 3, plank. Exhale, dog. 2, 1, complete the set. Inhale forward to your plank. We're gonna take a hefty warm up. I thought about digging in, but you know what? We got 45 minutes. Side plank, right side down. Left side up. A little more gentleness. You split your legs. You use 2 legs for support. Yeah, a little more fire. Oh, you stack your big toes. Wake up that right shoulder. Bottom of the sternum down and in. Core engaged, shoulders stacked. Find your gaze. We've got 3, 2, 1. Exhale, pass back through center. Widen the stance of your legs, and you can keep those legs split as you come into your side plank, second side. Some of us know we've got some energy this Tuesday. You stack your big toes, you lengthen, right? So I don't want the hips rainbowing up or sagging down. You're creating that one line of energy. Find your gaze. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, back through plank. Knees up or down, shoulders ahead of wrists. Elbows in, chaturanga. Inhale, heart up. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Use your knees to get there, float through a chaturanga to get there. Remember your body, your time. Collective inhale, taking this moment. Soft exhale. Moving right along, lift your heels high, look ahead. Exhale, step, hop, or fly, top of your space. Legs at least hips width. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, rise up. Reach up, maybe follow your fingers as you reach your arms up toward the sky. You guys might lose my arms here in my new setup, but they're going straight up toward the ceiling, look up. And then as you exhale, legs, shoulders width, spinal articulation, roll down like a reverse candy cane, touch your ankles or your toes. Inhale, halfway out. Exhale, surrender to your fold. Few more, inhale, rise up, reach up, look up. And as you exhale, chin in towards your chest, roll down. The inhale carries you back to length, belly in. Exhale, widen, or open up those hamstrings rather. Let's take 1 more. Inhale, ragdoll up, arms follow, gaze follows. Exhale, reverse that, arms come down, chin in toward chest. Roll down, melt down, pause. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, plant your palms. Let's turn this into a little half vinyasa with a couple more to follow. From your plank, chaturanga. Inhale, roll into your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Oh, I love all those cameras on today. Beautiful. Heels high, look forward. Exhale, step or hop, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, deep fold. 2 full sunays. Inhale, rise up, lift up, look up. Exhale, take a little moment with yourself, pause. 2 more times. Inhale, free your arms out and up. Maybe you swan dive as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, heart out, halfway. Exhale, fold, plant your palms, step or shoot back. Find your rhythm, your cadence, low or slow. Inhale, shine your heart up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Remember, let this feel good in your body. One more together. Heels go high, look forward. Exhale, step or hop in between your hands. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, pause. Maybe we pick up the pace a hair. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold down and out. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, step back through plank, or can you shoot back chaturanga, lengthening forward and back. Lower half or all the way to the floor. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. You got 5 breaths to thread your practice from this moment to the next. If you'd like, hold your dog or inhale, forward plank pose. Exhale, back to your down dog. You choose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. Nice chaturangas, adding to or taking away. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Remix. It's your time. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Coming back to our down dog, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Twice more. Contain and build that heat. Cruising into our second warm-up together. One more inhale. Pancake your palms through your exhale. Stretch your hamstrings out. And as you invite the tailbone to rise up toward the ceiling or sky, can you also narrow the space in between your lower floating ribs and your hip bones? From there, heels grow heavier. Maybe you even float your toes. Plug your shoulders far away from your ears and keep inviting the bottom of the sternum down and in, revisiting that invitation for the hip bones and the lower ribs to draw in toward each other while the tailbone slopes up simultaneously. I know it's more of a feeling than it's something I can really describe to you. So feel that, create that in your body. And then lift your heels high as they'll go, look forward. Exhale, step or hop in between your hands. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, moment to pause. Can you keep your tail? Actually, scratch that. Don't keep your tail under your shoulders. Send your ribs towards your thighs as you squat down low. Yeah, you might even feel that relationship of the ribs touching the thighs. Yeah, and then before we rise up to our chair, legs or hips width, or your big toes are touching. Can you be clear about that choice for your body in your chair setup? Yeah, and then from here, I know most of us are going to lose a few inches, but let's not try to lose too many. Keep your thigh bones low, maybe even where they are. Squeeze your belly in and then stack your shoulders over your hips. Oh, that's a chair pose. Arms up toward the sky, biceps towards your ears, rotating the pinky side of the hands in and the thumbs out. Yeah, and then resist. No cow here. Keep pulling the belly up and in, and then get those shoulders over your hips, or at least do that work to try to get them back there. Oh, these are beautiful. Oh my goodness. Can you sink in another inch? Maybe 2, maybe not. Oh, there we go. Stunning. Exhale, forward fold. Let that go. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Take your vinyasa, you're stepping, you're hopping back, or you're just going right to dog. No right or wrong. They're just the appropriate choices for you. How do you know? Listen to your body. Inhale, right leg up and back to a dog split. Stay in your neutral hips. Belly down and in. Right heel out and up. Maybe even your left heel up today. See how that feels. Whew. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. If you're hearing some snaps, some crackles, some pops and shifts, inhale, kick back. As long as there's no sharp shooting pain, all good. You're opening up stuff that might be a little stagnant. One more, right leg up and back. Exhale, knee in towards your chest. We'll take a moment to pause. Step your right leg forward. We're gonna flow through a low lunge. Plank. What's this? Pyramid. That is not a plank, Denise. Pyramid pose. And then we'll just play with this for about 20 seconds. Blocks are your friends, under your palms or your fingertips if you need them. You can stay wide, or you can sometimes my right leg kind of scooches back and forth. right? Just little finesses, little nuances of your practice, not necessary. You might just stay wide. We're halfway there in our shifts. 10, 9. Now you keep flowing and be mindful that when you come forward, the right knee is over the right heel. When you pull back, your hip bones are as even as you can get them. 3, 2. Last one, hold your low lunge. Exhale, come back, hold your pyramid pose. And this is the moment we get to gaze up, right? So look at your inner thighs. Notice if they're even. Notice if the hip bones are even. If there's any clothing or anything else obstructing your view, just go ahead and clear it out so you can see what's happening in your body. My back left heel is lifted a little bit to give me a little more assistance here. Maybe your soles of the feet are flat. You might even float and fly your right toes up toward the sky without compromising the alignment in your hips. And we'll take one more lengthening inhale. Can you pull the crown of your head far away from your right hip and sacrum? And then as you exhale, meet me back in a low lunge, please. Back left knee is fired up. Unless you're modifying, you could drop the knee, but be clear. Yeah, if that back left knee is lifted, can you feel your left thigh bone pressing up and into the hamstring? Left arm stays down, right hand to hip. Please don't lose this moment to square off through the hips, elevating your left hip bone equal to the right, and then a little twist from your mid to upper spine, opening your right arm, right chest, and gaze toward the sky. And we're just here for 5, 4, 3, shoulders down both sides, 2, 1, come back down through your low lunge. There's this moment here where a vinyasa might be a really nice, sweet release, which is great, but we're gonna take a little lift to crescent, prolonging that flow for just 5 breaths. Yeah, holding here with your tail under, ribs in, zippered up, forward facing, gaze ahead. 3, 2, 1, hands back down, top of your space. Right toes go back to a 3-limb plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment, take a breath, breathe in. Ribs contained, belly in, tail high as you breathe out. Second side. Inhale, left leg straight up and back to a dog split. The heel is going back, the toes are pointing down. Squeeze your lower abs up and in, right? So I can get a little more height in my leg if I let my ribs flare out all sloppy, like I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, but I do. I'm supposed to stabilize. Okay, so I do. I lost some length, all good. Leave your egos at the door. Rise, lift that right heel maybe. And then exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. 2 more times, inhale, kick back. Exhale, knee to chest. Right, your practice is definitely going to show you those moments where you might even compromise safety to let that ego flare up. So let's catch those together, right? Community, we can lovingly help call each other out so that we keep ourselves safe, right? Leg forward, left knee under the left heel or over the left heel, little baby cobra in the upper chest. And as you exhale, pyramid variation, we'll start with the flow here on that second side as well. Inhale, heart ahead. Exhale, hips up. Inhale, forward and back. Remember, prioritizing your body, your physical, mental, emotional health is key here. Releasing and calling in, finding that balance. You're halfway there. Moving at my pace or your own for another 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, pause in that low lunge. Try to keep your hip bones as even as you can. Maintain that as you exhale, coming into your pyramid. Soles of the feet down or back heel up. A little more support in the shape. Maybe left toes up, a little more intensity in the shape. And then I want you to gaze down. I want you to feel your body first, right? And then I want you to look, check in on your connection to yourself, right? Maybe you thought your hips were squared. Maybe you were overcompensating. Maybe you were undercompensating. So I want you to reconcile the feeling and then the actual alignment, and then you'll start to merge the two, right? So that your muscle memory is going to set you up every time. Eventually, the more we practice in safe alignment, the more we'll just ease right into it. We're recalibrating. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale back through your low lunge. Remember, choose gentleness and drop your back right knee, but be clear if that's what you're doing. Otherwise, right toes stay tucked. Inner thighs are squeezing in toward each other. Back right hamstring is pressing up and into the thigh bone. Right arm stays down. From your mid to upper chest, take a twist. Left chest opening. Right thigh bone and hip bone elevating. Feel that beautiful complementary balance in your body. 3, 2, 1. Gentleness would take us through vinyasa, but a little more stability. We're going to come up and into our crescent pose. First time here, second side. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last moment here, reach up like you mean it. Exhale, support yourself. Soft vinyasa, maybe a little flow to the left toes, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths. 2 breaths. Take a lengthening breath in through your nose. Part your lips, sigh your breath out. Back to your ujjayi breathing. Cruising through our second warm-up together. Heels high, look forward. Exhale, step or hop in between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, moment to pause, catch your breath. Inhale, find your chair pose, get low, stay there. Tail under, ribs in. This is a core exercise too. If we're optimizing our chair, it is. Shift the weight into your left leg, right knee up and in towards your chest. And this time, instead of bringing the ribs to the thigh, can you bring your right thigh towards your ribs without lifting your hip bones, right? They stay even. Bend both knees with a little more intention, sinking deeper into your one leg chair. And as you exhale, stand up tall on your left leg, right leg toward the back of your space for warrior 3. And we'll take 5. Squaring off through the hips, 4, 3. Maybe the shoulder's a little lower, the heel a little longer, and therefore maybe a little higher. Inhale. And as you exhale, soft landing, can you meet me back in a crescent lunge, this time with the left leg forward first, the right leg back. Exhale, hands top of the mat. Come back through your plank pose, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up and back to a dog split. Exhale, we're going to add a little twist. Right knee over to the left arm, high, medium, or low, yogi's choice. 2 more. Right leg up and back. Exhale, we twist. 1 more, right leg up and back. Exhale, we twist. Moving on, right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to face. Step your right leg forward. Arms come up through your crescent pose. And as you exhale, left arm stays up, right arm trickles down by your right side or over toward the back left thigh. Think about exposing your sternum up toward the sky as you exalt your warrior for 3, 2, 1. Hold through the inhale. As you exhale, back up through your crescent. Hold through the in-breath. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Inhale to reverse. As you exhale, hands down, top of your mat. Low lunge, maybe 3-limb plank, or maybe like a really, really high leg, practicing for your chin stand one day. I'm not there yet, but I like to practice chin down, toes up. From there, back bend. Some of you might send both legs up. More power to you. Remember, your practice is never limited by mine. Let's take 1 more inhale. And exhale right here. Second side of the first round. or maybe your second round at this point. Left leg up and back. Exhale, twist, left knee goes right. 2 more times, left leg flies back. Exhale, twist, left knee to the right side. 1 more, inhale, left leg back. Exhale, we twist. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to chest, step it through. Rise up, inhale, crescent pose. Exalt your warrior, right side up, left side down and over. Heart up, gaze up, inner thighs squeezing in toward each other. Hold through the inhale. As you exhale, back up crescent. Oh, there was that tricky moment there. Hold through the inhale. Exhale, open up warrior 2. Your tail is under, your left thigh bone is low. Your wings are spread super wide here. Inhale, reverse. Left knee stays bent generously. It might even bend a little deeper. And as you exhale, hands top of the mat, low lunge. Left toes, mini fly, medium, low, high, you choose. Maybe a little chin stand play. Back bend. Exhale, down dog. 2 lengthening breaths and grounding exhales. Lighten your body. Feel tethered to the earth in a good way through your exhale. Feel that connection. Lift your heels high, look forward. Exhale, step or hop, top of your space. Inhale, heart out, halfway. Exhale, dig into your fold. Inhale, stand up. Take this moment with 2 straight legs. We're going right back into our chair in just a moment. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, squat down, get low. Bend your knees a lot. Shift the weight into your right foot, and this time you're going to bring your left thigh up towards your ribs. You're going to keep your hips squared and even. You're going to bend both knees generously and continue to dorsiflex through the heel and toes of your left foot to prioritize protecting your knee and all those ligaments surrounding it. Yeah, connecting all those parts of your knee to itself. Take 1 more inhale. As you exhale, stand up tall on your right leg, keep your hips squared, and then fly your left leg back. Yogi's choice of arms, back, out, or in, right? Some of us maybe were reaching to some of those moments, gleaning from that wisdom, those lessons of the past, right? You might feel that freedom and that connection. You might be expanding your energy laterally here. And some of you might just need a little reboot. It's been a rough one, right? We're here together, taking in your practice and whatever it needs to be for you tonight. 2 more breaths in your warrior 3. 1 more breath. You're grounded and you're expanding here. Can you feel that balance, that yin and that yang in the shape? And then with the soft bend of your right leg, left foot goes back, crescent pose, breathe in, reach up. Exhale your version of vinyasa, flowing with your breaths. We meet in down dog. This round, we're gonna add on a little combo here. So we'll go right leg up and back to a dog split. Exhale, twist, right knee over to the left. Inhale, right leg goes back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, twist, right knee to the left. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, knee to chest, step it through. Coming right into your crescent pose. Exalt your warrior, left arm up, right arm back. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse it. Let's take flight into half moon. I feel like we're warm and ready. Right hand down, about a foot ahead of the right pinky toe. Left leg out and up, hips height, higher or lower, you choose. Stacking your shoulders, stacking your hips, flying the left heel back, and then flexing the toes over toward the space on your left. If Shavasana is part of your practice, we're only going to be here 1 time tonight. Go ahead, heel toward the glute, pressing the top of the foot into the hand so that left chest gets a little opening, maybe a little gaze up. Maybe your gaze stays down. 2 more breaths. 1 more inhale. And as you exhale, float step back. Warrior 2, take a moment, land. Inhale, reverse. And then as you exhale, hands down on the inside of the right leg, please. Revolve onto the ball of the back left toes. You're here in your low lunge. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and face you for this one, or at least face the other way so you can see what's happening. We're coming into airplane. So the right hand is on the inside of the right foot for a reason. I want you to get low and you either hold this lizard stretch like variation here, or you send your right arm under your right thigh and your left arm over to the left, airplaning the arms, no hands, unless you need them, right? Then you find those little, kind of feels like a little praying mantis hand here. You could drop the back left knee. You could say, you know what, Denise, that's just crazy talk. I'm not airplaning anything. I'm gonna take a lizard variation and meet you back in a few breaths. Yeah, you choose. We've got 3. If you're in your little airplane situation, you might even take the hands and bind them behind your back and find a little hint of baby cobra in your upper chest. One more breath to play. From here, let's meet back with both hands on the inside of the right leg. From there, frame the right foot with both hands. We're in our low lunge. Plank pose, chaturanga. Back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right, we're prioritizing inner peace, connection to breath, and athleticism. So we're gonna get right into the second side. Inhale, left leg up and back to a dog split. And as you exhale, twist your left knee over to your right arm. Inhale, left leg straight up and back. Exhale, knee towards your face, squeeze your belly in, tiger stretch. One more set. Inhale, left leg straight up and back. Exhale, big twist, left knee, high, medium, or low up the right arm. Inhale, kick it back. Nice rhythm. Exhale, knee to chest, step it through. Coming into your crescent pose, pin your left hip back, exalt your warrior. Right arm goes up, left arm down and over. Just a little mini breath here, find that peak. And as you exhale, come back up through your crescent. Hold in the inhale, open up, warrior 2. Preparing to take flight, inhale, reverse. And as you exhale, half moon. I like to heel toe the back foot in a little bit. Oh, that left thigh, felt that one there. Left arm down under the left shoulder, right leg flies back. As you boldly stack your right hip and shoulder over the left, exposing your belly, heart, and chest to the wall, the space on your right. Flexing the toes that way too, but the heel straight back out of your hip socket. Shavasana is part of your practice. Curl the heel in toward the glute. Reach back. I like to reach for the top side of the foot. Push the foot into the hand. That'll give you a little gentle back bend and a little extra opening in the right shoulder. You find the shape in your body, please. We'll take 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, you're gonna float step back through your half moon. You might even point those lifted right toes on your way back to your warrior to complete the shape. Transitions matter. We're gonna finish strong. Inhale, pull up and back to reverse. Left knee sinks in deeper. And as you exhale, hands down top of the mat on the inside of your left leg. Coming back to your neutral hips. Remember, you're gonna find your lizard variation, or you're gonna take your left shoulder, tricep under your left thigh, airplane it out. You're gonna keep firing up your back right hamstring into the thigh bone. You're squaring off through your hips. You might fly your arms. You might bind. You might use your arms. You might drop your back right knee and turn this into a lizard stretch, avoiding the knee, hand to the inner thigh, maybe a little lean back. Strength, flexibility, or maybe a little bit of both. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Coming back here, both hands on the inside of the left leg, maybe, to get to reframing the front left foot. I like to go palms flat instead of fingertips as I shift back to plank. For me, that's just a little safety tip that I like. But can you meet me in a plank pose? Knees up or down. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, plank. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, plank. One more. Inhale, chaturanga. Just a little hold. I won't ask you to dip, not today. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold back through plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Inhale through your nose. Maybe flutter the lips, exhale. Keep your lips parted. Smooth and steady inhale. Soft and deep exhale. Can we meet at the back of the mat, forward fold? I'm gonna check in with time. Oh, I think we got time, we can do it. All right, so in your forward fold toward the back of the mat, can you shift ahead? So now you're centered at about the middle, midpoint of your mat. And then with your legs about shoulders width to start, fingertips directly ahead of the toes. Make little tents with your hands. Inhale, bend your knees. Shoulders, neck, jaw, face relax. Exhale, straighten your legs. Keep it relaxed here. Focusing on the legs. 2 more times, bend your knees. Exhale, straighten your legs. Inhale, bend your knees. And as you exhale, straighten your legs. And instead of pulling into a lengthened spine here, can you think about the hands remaining glued to the floor, but then find a little cat in your stretch, sending the back of your heart up, your chin in towards your chest, the crown of your head down toward the floor, as you continue to squeeze your belly up and in. And then can you let that go, bend your knees, maybe add a little sway or a little wiggle of the wrists or the fingertips. All right, moving along. Narrow the stance of your legs back to hips width. Last little bit, right and left, and then we'll make it back down to the floor. Take your right hand to your outer blade of your left foot. Yeah. And then take your left hand to the inner arch of that same left foot. So we're coming up for a hand to big toe, but it's actually not the big toe, right? It's framing the foot, this hand. So we'll call it hand to framing the foot pose. If you know your hamstrings need a little support, I want you to bend your left knee, bend your right knee, stand up. Hopefully not fall of it out like I just did. Stand up, maybe straighten the leg, right? But if you're like, oh, Denise, my hamstrings are open, you're gonna frame the foot, you're gonna rise up with your straight leg, you're gonna have at it. You might even send your left arm out and over. Can you find that in your body? Take about 4. 3. Walls are your friends, straps are your friends, bent knees are your friends here if you need them. 2. And 1. Yeah, so you're in your twist. I want you to release your twist, please. Left leg is still forward. Oh, drop the leg, but leave it lifted, arms go up. Or release the leg rather. We'll come back here, mountain pose. Take a moment. Setting up for our counter twist. Float through your chair pose. Exhale, hands to your heart. Now I want you to twist over to your right, please. Right, we were just over to the left. Now we're twisting to the right. Take a few breaths here. You keep workshopping your quads in your chair. You open up your arms if you need to. If arm balance is part of your practice or you want it to be, you're going to deepen that twist, send your arms over to the right. As the arms go down, the heels are going to come up. You need that balance. You need to find that relationship where you get lower to the floor. If you're going for your side crow, your right arm becomes a shelf for your left thigh. You glue your legs together. You get a little airtime. Wherever you're at. 2. Keep your hips centered, right? So you're twisting to the right, but keep pulling the hips back. Yeah. There. Yep. That's it. Take 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. And then release your chair twist. Come back through center. If you were taking flight, put your legs back down. Stand up. Wiggle, shake that out. We get 1 more side to go before our cool down. And Shavasana is going to be on your own today because we're eating up our group time, which I love. All right. So take a moment. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. So take your moment here. You're going to take the left foot, that's your anchor, left hand to the outer right foot, right? Second side. Right hand to the inner right foot. And we're not moving quickly. We're just moving with intention. I have to explain less, right? Because we've been here before on one side. Of course, I'll give you reminders. Bent knee, rise up, or straight leg, rise up. Feel your left foot relaxing into the floor. Feel your right hamstring extend, send the leg forward, plug your right hip down. Maybe add a twist, maybe not. We've got 4. 3. Bent knees, straps, modifications, no twists, remember. Your body's gonna tell you where to go. Take one more focused breath right here, wherever here is for you. Release your twist. Keep the leg lifted, hips height if you can, arms up. Leg and arms down. Inhale, chair squat. Exhale, counter twist to your left. Right? Hips stay even, right? None of this. We're here. We twist from the mid to upper spine. If you're going for your balance, hands go down as the heels come up. Your two legs, you glue them together, they become one. Core strength, chaturanga, your arms and your gaze is super important here. If you're looking straight down, your head, your energy, your weight is most likely going to carry you there. 3 breaths. 2 breaths. 1 breath. Passing back through your twist or version of, back through center, that last little woosah moment. Yeah. Actually, I feel like the woosah is coming through the vinyasa. Exhale, there it is. Let it go, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Take your version of vinyasa, please. Meet me back in down dog. We'll pause here for 3, 2, 1. Take a big belly breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Transition through your tabletop, drop your knees, walk your knees forward toward the heels of your hands. Have a seat, down and over to one side, swing the legs around. We're gonna do 1 hamstring stretch on our backs into an optional twist. From there, we'll cool it down and take a mindful minute or 2 together. If you want to extend your Shavasana, remember you're in the privacy of your own space, you could do so. If you wanted to skip my hamstring stretches and twists, remember you can also do an early Shavasana or another complementary twist or stretch for your body. Roll down. Full body stretch. And as you exhale, heels down, toes up in a reclining handstand like feeling. Pull your right knee in towards your chest. Hands to hamstrings, calf or ankle. Send the right leg up toward the sky. Remember, bent knees are your friends if you need them. Straps are your assist if you need it. Optional twist here with a straight or bent right leg. Right arm goes over to the right like a half T or cactus. Left arm guides your right leg over and across your body to the left. You feel your body recalibrating, coming back into alignment. It's almost like a little yogic chiropractic adjustment for yourself. Never in place of a professional who, actually could give you an adjustment outside of you. But it's kind of the feeling of what your yoga practice is helping you just shift right back into your proper alignment. Take 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. If your right leg is extended, maybe you bend the knee before you roll back onto your back. You could pause here, pulling both knees in towards your chest for a moment. And as you exhale, right leg forward, your left knee can continue to pull in. If you need more balance, you could take that reclining handstand for a mini moment or breath, and then pull your left knee in. Hands to the hamstrings, calf or ankle. Hip bones stay even. Breathe into the back of your left leg. Left arm over to the left like a half T or cactus. The straight or bent left leg across the body, assisted by your right hand. Shoulder blades down. Lips parted, 4 breaths. If your left leg is extended, return a bend to the knee. Roll back onto your back. Let your spine remain long, heavy, and relaxed. Invite your right knee in to join the left. And taking another moment here, without letting your mind time travel, just notice if there's any heaviness in your heart. Not overanalyzing, just asking yourself if there's anything you need to let go of. We're carrying a lot this year. Can you trust your practice and the earth beneath you to absorb some of that stress, some of that weight, if you find any? If you don't, great, stay light. Pulling yourself in close, hold yourself, give yourself a hug. Being really clear and thorough with that investigation of your heart space. And as you exhale, fully trusting, fully surrendered in this moment, hopefully not kicking any props or furniture, but hey, home practice, right? It's gonna get a little interesting. But regardless of your external surroundings, can you drop into your inner ecosystem of peace, relaxing and replenishing? Shavasana. And keeping your eyes closed and your body still. I'm just going to move through the parts of the body, inviting relaxation from the tips of your toes to your ankles and your calves, to the muscles, ligaments, and tissue surrounding the knees, your thighs, your hips, your belly, your abdominals, your internal organs. Relax your heart and your chest. Feel the collarbone softening down and into your body as the scapula is pressed down and into the earth. Feel your shoulder heads extending down and away from your earlobes. Giving your triceps and your biceps, your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, and each and every one of your fingertips, the invitation to relax and soften. Notice if you're holding any tension in your jaw. Relax your tongue, create a little space in between your teeth and your lips. Relax your nostrils and your nose muscles as they've been actively here, creating your victorious breath, partnering with you to build heat and keep you safe. Relax your cheeks. Soften your eyelids. Release any tension in that space in between your eyebrows. Allow the pressure points on your head, your temple, your skull to relax, feeling free of sensation, free of contact in this moment. And then as it is our time to end our group practice and slightly over, I'll give you that information just in case it's time for you to ease out of your practice. But if you have a little extra time tonight, Even if you don't have a little extra time tonight, but your heart is telling you you need to make some time, please choose you, honor you first. Shifting out of your practice and back into your life whenever it feels right for you. Thank you again for carving out time to practice with me and each other. Have a beautiful rest of your evening. Until we meet again, thank you and namaste.